Okay, I think we're back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what the heck just happened. All of a sudden, just kicked me off. Just kicked me off. I don't know. I really don't know. We're just gonna sit, copy. All right. Get some people here for a minute, y'all. Hold on one second. Let's go on my channel. All right. Hey, Jade. Welcome back. We have a moderator. We have a moderator again, guys. Jade, thank you for everything. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please do me a favor, like and share the stream on social media. I have placed the following links in the chat. The links for 2 of my previous videos, the proper accessibility video, which I filmed a couple days ago, and then the video I filmed about a week ago talking about the quote that's featured on this channel, Your Situation. So if y'all would do me a favor, go check out those videos for me. Please like and share them as well. And guys, welcome to the stream. I have not had any plans for the stream. I just wanted to come on. I just wanted to shoot, some ideas around real quick and, just tell y'all what's going on in the life of As Told from the Wheelchair. So we're going to wait a few minutes, get some more people in here, and then we are going to go on. How is everybody doing on this Tuesday? I'm doing wonderful, actually. Today is my brother's 25th birthday. I love you too, best friend. Gotta love it when your moderators are your best friends, guys. So yeah, we're just going to figure out some things real quick. And yeah. Okay, guys, oh my God. It feels like I haven't been on here in a hot minute. So, if you've already shared this and liked this, enjoy, because we're going to wait a few minutes, get some more people in here. If you haven't already, why, Jade? Why do you feel stupid? That just knocked me off my train of thought. Anyway, if you haven't done so, please. I am a vlogger with spina bifida. I basically talk about my daily life, and I basically talk about how spina bifida affects me as a person, and I just realized I can share my stream from my phone onto Facebook. So let me do that real quick, you guys. So give me 30 seconds to figure that out real quick, you awesome people. So we're going to share, copy link. Anyway. Live on YouTube right now. Well, I beat you to the chase, Jade. I beat you to the chase. Yes, I am an iPhone noob. Bite me. But yes, guys, we are live right now. We are going to... We're going to talk, guys, because I actually have... I want to give, if that is okay with you people. I'm actually going to talk about something that I was supposed to talk about on a video this morning, but I was having trouble getting the stuff corrected for that. I don't have notes for that. Crud. Ram bam blam. Okay. But here in a few minutes, I want to talk about proper accessibility some more. This will be a proper accessibility live stream, and we're going to discuss that, especially with the date looming for the ADA 30th anniversary celebrations. I am going to talk a little bit about the decisions, or not decisions, the opportunities that I've had thanks to. Way to call me out, Jade. Way to call me out. Thanks a lot. Anyway, like I was saying a second ago, love you too, best friend. Like I was saying a second ago, I'm going to basically talk to you guys. Sorry, guys, my connection goes unstable every now and then, so please disregard if there's some blocking every now and then. But the ADA for me over the last 26 years has meant I don't hate you, Jade. Heck no, I don't hate you. But no, what really started my, what's the word? My push for proper accessibility started about 2 years ago. I live in a very small town. And, well, I wouldn't say it's small, but it's decent. I live in a very small town, and if I can't navigate around my small town without having a heck of a time with accessibility, I don't think I could live in this town. I mean, everything's within somewhat driving or walking distance. Everything is within reach. Everything is properly accessible to an extent. But, people don't understand why accessibility is so important. Accessibility is important in the aspect of move to Texas. Oh, heck no. Heck no. Accessibility to me is so important because as a wheelchair user, it makes me happy when I am, walking down the street, rolling down the street rather, I don't care. When I'm going down the street and I see a large accessibility curb cut or a very smooth sidewalk or ramp that's not 10,000 times as steep as what I think. I bet, Jade, I bet. But no, accessibility needs to be taken seriously. Accessibility needs to be taken much serious than it is now. I'll tell you right now, there's things in this town that could be better, accessibility-wise. There's things in this town that could stand some accessibility overhaul, I call it. And to be able to get that proper accessibility, I believe that there's 3 key things you need to do. And one of them, in my opinion, starts with you. You have to be a voice that changes accessibility. Think of it as a chain. Okay, think of it as a chain of command. Starts off with you. You're talking to somebody about it. They're talking to somebody about it. The proper authority gets notified. The other authorities get notified. It could get so much better, so much longer, so much more stable and durable. I'll even tell you like this, all right? This person in this wheelchair right here cannot just pop around town doing absolutely nothing and then slam into a tree. All because the sidewalk decides to curve off or dip off and not give you any warning. That makes me mad. Now, it may sound like I'm wrong, and think it could be a lot more accessible if. Oh, this is ticking me off real bad. Things could be a lot better accessibility wise if we just sit down and figure out ways on our own to do this. Because we are the disability path makers, or the path layers, the pathfinders, whatever you want to call it. We are those people. And it's up to us to find ways around it. Just like I used to say, your situation may be hard, but there's always someone like me ready to lift you up again. And ladies, but in my podcast to do, I harped about accessibility to the letter. Ability to a T. Some people get it to a letter L because they lose in accessibility. I'm not going to risk my life fighting for something that doesn't need to happen. But ladies and gentlemen, it needs to happen. I have not fought for the last 2 years trying to get accessibility because I need it. Yes, I need it. But other people need it too. Other people deserve the ramps, the accessibility curb cuts, the sidewalks, everything else. I fought for 2 years to get a beach mat on my beach. Yes, I fought for 2 years to get a beach mat on the beach. And they finally put it back in. I am not going to stop harping about it. Something is done. I don't care if you're the littlest, tiniest person in the world with a minuscule disability. It doesn't matter. We're fighting for disability for all here. Yes, I'm starting to rant. I don't care. I mean, stupid freaking internet. I'm ranting. I shouldn't have to rant. Guys, if you're enjoying this rant, please thumbs up. Please thumbs up this video. But I'm ranting here because I'm tired of improper accessibility. Okay, Jade, perfect. Thank you. But no, I am tired of improper accessibility. I have been pissed off by enough people that say, your accessibility doesn't matter. Bull. Our accessibility matters, dude. I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, no, my accessibility doesn't matter just, to make you happy. I fight for it. I don't care if you're Joe Schmo who lives down the road and doesn't need accessibility. You may need it one day too, buddy. Like, I'm serious. If you're going to sit there and say, I don't need accessibility, you're wrong. Thank you. Hashtag that John is the man. Thank you. I'm doing accessibility matters. You may think of it and say, oh, my accessibility is a lot different than your accessibility. Baloney. We all fight for the same accessibility. I am on fire. Thank you, Tylea. I'm only doing this because I'm sick and tired of people treating my accessibility like it's a dang joke. I'm not running around with a clown mask on saying, oh, I don't care about accessibility, and then setting myself on fire. I'm fighting for it. I've been fighting for it. I'm going to continue to fight for it until something is done. I don't care if this video goes viral. If this live stream goes viral, thank God, because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of accessibility being treated as a freaking joke. I've been an accessibility advocate now for 6 years, 8 years actually. Yes, a clown mask. I don't care. I've been fighting for proper accessibility now for 8 years. And it's time that people clean out their ears, open their eyes to the fact that our accessibility is on the freaking line. Our accessibility is on the line. People are taking away accessibility for us. I don't care where you live. If you're watching this video, tell your leaders. I'm not going to go and get this wheelchair broken because somebody decided that I didn't need a ramp and I had to bebop downstairs. I'm not going to sit here because it needs to happen. I have been fighting for too long. They don't really care about us. Here, they don't care that we're trying to go day and do the things that we need to do, and they're not listening to us. People are not listening to us. I'm sweating my head off here. No, people do not understand that it's time that accessibility is taken seriously. Accessibility doesn't have to cost $1 zillion. You know, accessibility, a curb cut on every street corner is what I said the other day in my video. If you'll check that out, it's linked in the description. But no, accessibility doesn't mean we need $1 million elevators on the sides of buildings. I mean, it would be nice, but it's not like we're fighting for something that can't be rectified if the right people just listen. I'm going to lock my brakes because I don't know. But no, accessibility doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg and a spine. And it's breaking your neck for something that you're fighting for. Thank you, Tylea Flores. Thank you. It's about damn time. Okay, but listen here. I'm not done ranting, and I'm not done raving. I will rant and rave until the cows come home and I'm blue in the face. But seriously, if we're not taking accessibility seriously, then what are we fighting for? What the heck are we fighting for if we're not taking accessibility seriously? What do we have to do? Do we have to be disability daredevils? Do we have to be an Evel Knievel lookalike in a wheelchair? I posted about that in a video. I think that's the same video. I'm not sure if I linked it. I'll go back and later and check. But seriously, it isn't right. It isn't right that we have to sit here and be Evel Knievel lookalikes just to try to get points across. I'm 26 years old and I'm tired of being a disability stunt double. Like, oh, we just built this fancy steep new ramp. Let's send John up it and down it. Bull hockey. I am not a stunt double here. I am disabled. Look at my spine. This is not how a normal person sits. Now, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to sit there and let the man take away our accessibility? Or are we going to sit there or stand up and we're going to fight for it? I say we stand up and fight for it. Even though those of us who can't really stand, let's do what we need to do to get this accessibility done. Jade, if you don't know who Evel Knievel is, I'll tell you later. Or just Google Evel Knievel. He was a stunt double or a stunt guy that used a motorcycle. He was fantastic. But no, I'm not an Evel Knievel lookalike in a wheelchair that's going to, you know, go up some half pipe or whatever and break my neck and die. I mean, yes, I'll fight for my rights. No, you didn't, Jade, but okay, I'll do it. But all right, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, that accessibility doesn't need to accessibility doesn't need to be not taken seriously, because dang it, it needs to be taken seriously. I take it as serious as I can. You know? I'll even give you a story. I'll give you a couple stories if I have to. This is what this live stream's about. Okay? Went to a festival, to a fair. And it was in what I thought was a very accessible part of town. Well, going from the fair to the parking garage where we were parked, there's a steep decline of a highway or a road. I had to go down it. I am white-knuckled on the wheels the entire time, trying not to veer off into a fence and kill myself. And I ranted about that 4 hours after that, saying that this needs to be taken seriously. Thank you, Tylea. Thank you. Accessibility, especially our ramps. Okay, I have a ramp that has been deemed too steep in my eye, or in people's eyes. I think it's just fine. I've been dealing with it for 26 years. But to each his own. I've had my fair share of steep ramps. I've had my fair share of little tiny baby ramps that just veer you off into the parking lot and kill you. And I've had accessibility taken away from me. I've had my accessibility compromised. Accessibility compromisation. That's what I'm going to do a blog post on next. Okay, so, Jade, I'm going to tell your story. So, my friend Jade, she goes to a church. The church has a 0 entry level, and then it has a stair. And then in the parking lot, it has steps with a very short, steep ramp. She has to have help up of it. That is not right. The ramp should be heightened, extended, or lowered and extended. When people park their cars on the sides of the... Thank you, Tylea. Thank you. Okay, rant time. From my high school to the football, or to the place where we park, which is called the YMCA. It's our local YMCA. Is a half mile, basically. And you have to roll that in the dark on the sidewalk. Very uneven sidewalk. So, best friend and I were walking one night from the football game back to the car. Some dumb jerk decided to park his little tiny freaking Pinto or whatever right in the lane. Right where I needed to walk. So, at 10 o'clock at night, when I should be in my car going home, I am trying to... I took down the guy's license number and all that stuff. But I had to hop down the dang curb. Thank you, Jade. I had to hop down the curb with my buddy's help. And I don't do well like that. And I had to take the highway or the road for the rest of the time. But that took my accessibility and crushed it, because that was supposed to be my chance to shine. Was something done about it? Hell no. Done about it. No. I haven't walked that line in years. I haven't walked that line since 2016. And I'm tired of that. People sit here and take our accessibility as a joke, while here I am taking it seriously. It's dead dog serious. Death or life here. Our accessibility is a life or death situation every single day we fight for. Every single day we fight for our accessibility needs, and people sit there and say, you don't need it. Okay. Tylea. That happened. I realized that happened. Now I'm trying to remember the story. Oh, yeah. So, this guy, one of Tylea's neighbors, had a couple trees he was planting. and decided to block the sidewalk with the trees. So Tylee is in a power wheelchair. It's very hard to get a power wheelchair down a curb, but somehow we did it. Somehow she did it. I don't know, but I've had that happen to me too. I'm tired of accessibility being treated as a joke. I am tired of it. I am fighting for it, and I'm ready to see accessibility taken seriously again. We're in 2020. Yes, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but accessibility is still a serious matter. We're still in a pandemic, but accessibility still matters. Here's the pandemic. Here's accessibility. Right now, accessibility is down here. Pandemic, right up here. But what I'd like to see is equality amongst these two. Pandemic and equality for accessibility taken seriously. Let's treat accessibility as serious as we treat this book. Not saying that the pandemic is not serious, because it is, obviously, but accessibility should be taken a lot serious. The same amount of serious as our pandemic. Because it's ridiculous that we have to do this. It's serious that we have to sit here and basically us as individuals with disabilities to speak out. Because unless our rights are restored, we don't get to be who we are as people with disabilities. Our lives are on the line here. Our accessibility is on the line. I'm actually going to do a reboot of that video for you guys. I'm actually going to do a reboot of that video. I believe it's called Our Disability Accessibility is on the Line. Let me check my YouTube real quick, guys, because I'm not sure exactly what the video name was. So if you'll give me 5 seconds to work on that real quick for you guys. But other than that, our accessibility is so on the line here that I'm ready and fighting for anything to happen. If you're going to sit here and take my accessibility as a joke, then I'm going to take your needs as a joke. Because that's my accessibility. Hashtag restore rights. Hashtag John Wood speaks the truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But no, accessibility does not and should not be a joke. Accessibility could mean the end of life if it's not taken seriously. It could mean the end of my life or yours. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and let your accessibility be taken away? Or are you going to stand up and fight for your rights? You have to fight for your right to be a disabled American and living in an accessible area. I've been fighting for 26 years. Now, I don't know your stories. If you're listening, I don't know your story. I don't even know who you are, except for the 2 people in the chat here. It's going to take us as advocates to fight for our rights. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The choice is yours. My choice is fight every single day for my rights. My rights matter. What about yours? Do your rights matter? And if I don't hear a resounding yes, then that's it. Your accessibility is done. You're done. But if you're one of the few that will stand up and say, my accessibility matters, then join me in the fight for proper accessibility. Tylea, send me that hashtag in Facebook chat, please, hon. But no. If our rights matter, let's do something about it. Let's do something about it. Because it's damn sure time that something happens. It's our accessibility on the line. It's our accessibility. I'm not going to take this $1,000 wheelchair and throw it in the river because that's not right. And I'm not going to break my neck fighting for something that other people hate. Other people hate our accessibility. We don't need this. We don't need that. We don't need whatever. Our accessibility matters, Joe Schmo. You know? If you're not going to take our accessibility seriously, then get out. Because it matters to us. Now, I may be repeating to myself. I don't care. Accessibility. Let me reiterate the 3 key points. Accessibility should not cost, or does not have to, rather, cost an arm, a leg, and part of your spine. Accessibility should not and does not need to be taken as a joke. It's our life on the line, and we're fighting until something is done about it, and then we're going to keep on fighting. As sure as I'm sitting here with you today, my accessibility rights are being taken away. And it's time that we start fighting. It's time that we start fighting, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Rant over. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm not getting off here yet. I just wanted to rant for a little bit, tell y'all what's on my heart. Thank you so much for allowing the accessibility to be taken seriously. Because I'm taking it as serious as I can. People aren't taking accessibility seriously for us. People aren't taking it accessibility seriously. Oh, God, my chest. Ugh. I'm ready to take it seriously, y'all. Are you? Okay. We're going to do. Jade, Tylea, as soon as we get off this video, I'm going to message both of you in a group chat with some of these hashtags that we're doing. It's time to take accessibility seriously. All right. So I'm going to get off here, guys. But again, I'm going to voice my quote, and I hope it resonates with y'all. Your situation may be hard, but there's always someone like me ready to lift you up again. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. God bless. End stream, if it's going to work. Okay, that just froze up my